Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm WYS First Alert Meteorologist Tony Chivaroli. Let's settle in here. I got, of course, some updates as we check on ourselves locally. We try to see temperatures step back, rain chances hang around, and then another big check on the tropics. We've seen some activity out there, and that's, of course, where I want to start because it is going to be the most identifiable graphic, or at least one that stands out a little bit. So let's send you on there. We're going to be continuing to hold steady here for the morning. Things looking pretty good. It's going to be an easy Sunday morning, but let's see this right now. Your tropical outlook, and we're going to get forward into these graphics. Now, as we take a check, we will be seeing the 2-day outlook. Okay, so the next 2 days, NHC, parts, of course, of the National Weather Service and NOAA, they think that this system has the potential to become a tropical storm within the next 2 days. It's more likely now, 70%, as it works towards the greater and Lesser Antilles, a lot of those smaller island nations towards our south and Hispaniola. But I will say, as we go forward with this right now and it tries to get itself together and gain strength, it will likely, this is longer term, and again, this is just eyeballing things, likely push away from the southeastern U.S. So we're going to take a check of some initial model runs, and basically everything we've seen in real time will reflect that. So this should become Ernesto, should become a tropical storm, and easily could impact some areas to our south. But take a check at this as we go forward now and we make this push into the week ahead. So as we see it, a lot of those models, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Hopefully this will work so you can see a little bit closer. Everything projected, and this is 120 hours out. I don't want to go too much further than that because then it gets a little bit finicky. But as we see right now, a lot of those models will continue to, see, here we go right there, push it towards potentially near Bermuda, but it is going to be likely banking away from the U.S. There's likely going to be just things going on, upper atmospheric patterns, disturbances that will continue to direct the weather pattern away from us. So we're not going to see something similar like we saw with Debbie. This is something that could end up getting pushed further back out to sea once it gets itself together. So we're going to keep our eyes on this for you as we move forward, but right now it is looking like good news. So let's keep it that way. As we bring you back locally, your first alert forecast update of rain chances, we're still going to see some scattered showers and storms today. We're going to see a lingering cold front, which is actually more of a stationary front. We, of course, call them that because they're almost stationary sometimes, moving very slowly. And with that, we will be getting into this afternoon once things heat up enough, a bit more of that instability, enough of convective potential for showers and storms to pop up. So 2, 3 p.m., middle of this afternoon and beyond, you could see some of those scattered storms pop up just like yesterday. We are going to see that chance drop back a little bit for Monday and Tuesday as that front works to push through. But then another boundary pushes through Wednesday. That is actually going to help to give us another 50% chance, so a little bit more coverage with rain before we see actually some drier conditions and some mid-80s later into the week. It's going to be feeling pretty good as we get a little closer to the weekend. As we take you outside right now, this is just going to be how much of you will see more of these conditions going on. Again, this is going to be, depending on when you watch this is just around 11 o'clock this morning, and we're not going to see too much in the way of differences for the AM hours, but PM hours, you could be seeing some travel hazards. Again, focusing on the chance of that thunderstorm threat returning. At least it has been a really nice start to the day, and this has been a pretty tranquil first half. So going all around the region, seeing a lot of widespread 80s, Columbia, Lexington, going up to Camden, going down towards Sumter, further down Orangeburg. It's just going to be a good mix of all these temperatures. Winnsboro 81, a few more clouds there. Even up towards the North and South Carolina border, Rock Hill at 82 degrees. So we see this into the day, and here you go, 2, 3 o'clock, seeing those scattered storms pop up as stated. That front's lingering around. We're going to see it into the day, and as we continue towards the middle of it, we're still going to hold on to these chances. 5 o'clock, still around, shaking up a little bit. It's an unsettled afternoon, so got to watch out for that for any later Sunday plans. Maybe you want to try and sneak in a pool day still while it's warm. Got to watch out if you're going to be outside. Easily can get a couple strikes of lightning, even a severe storm or two to pop up. We'll see. There's instability out there that exists. So we'll focus on that. We'll go overnight. We'll calm down. And then we'll see into Monday more of these chances that are still going to be lingering, but they're going to be broken up more. You can start Monday actually with a little more cloud cover. High temperatures take a step back a few degrees, and more of that convective threat likely is shifted towards the beaches. So we see that as the front again is trying to push through. We'll still see some impacts, but it's going to be lesser. That's why we only have a 25-30% rain chance as opposed to a bit higher today, basically almost a double chance of that for us today for Sunday. going on. Monday night, calming down again. Tuesday, we do it once more. We're still trying to hold steady with more of these very spotty chances of rain and storms. Not going to be too aggressive. It's going to be more to a point of just some bad luck if you end up getting a downpour or a couple storms, because they are going to be more far and in between as the week goes on. They're just going to be, again, these lingering chances with more of the best chance here from what I'm looking at down towards the low country. So best chances right now of the next 2-3 days are going to be today, this Sunday afternoon, and then we can actually see a bit of that chance fight back, but not until Wednesday. So it's going to be that way as we go on into the week ahead. Not too aggressive with shower and storm chances. So let's continue to move on with that as we work to see here next 3 days, and always encouraging more of the outdoor activity, some of the grilling perhaps as we're going forward into this Sunday. Just got to watch out for some of those PM storms today. I do have that lit up in red. It's not officially a first alert weather day, but just want to make sure, again, you're more aware that, hey, today we have the best chance to see those storms. Monday and Tuesday, not so much. They'll still be around, but better chance for this Sunday, especially as we see slightly hotter temperatures and a little bit more of that humidity. We actually still see a feel like temp for your Sunday around 102 to 104. So it's still going to be very hot this afternoon. Got to be thinking about that as well. Continuing to stay hydrated, protecting those around you and your pets as we go towards next week and we see that frontal boundary fully push through. That's where we work to see more of those temperatures that are stepping back into the 80s, and we can actually see more sunshine by Thursday, Friday, and hopefully to start out next weekend. So that's, of course, what we have so far, and you can always take a check right now on our website, wistv.com, for more of those updates. If you'd rather read things in a text format, of course, always appreciate you guys watching these videos, finding us on a multitude of platforms, because, we're not just on television. We try to get this information out in as many ways as possible and an enjoyable way as possible. So thanks again for being here. This has been a good update to you for this Sunday morning. I'm WIS First Alert Meteorologist Tony Chiavaroli. Make it a great rest of your weekend and upcoming week. We'll always keep you posted and first alerted.